Good morning, everyone. Glad to have everyone here this morning. It's a good day to be together to worship God and to make His name known to those around us. But if you wanted to stand and join with us as we worship today, if you can, if you can't, that's all right. We're gonna give Him some glory. Arise, my soul, remember this. He took my sin and He buried it. No longer I who live, now Jesus lives in me. For I was dead in sin, but I woke up to see the light. No, I won't boast, but in the cross that saved my soul, all else is lost. The grip of fear has no hold on me. So where, oh death, where is your sting? No longer I who live, now Jesus lives in me. For I was dead in sin, but I woke up to see the light. Oh, all of this for your glory. Oh, all of this for your glory. Yes, Lord. Oh, all of this for your glory. 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 No longer I who live, now Jesus lives in me. For I was dead in sin, but I woke up to see the light. Oh, all of this for your glory. Oh, all of this for your glory. Oh, all of this for your glory. All of this for your glory. No longer I who live, now Jesus lives in me. For I was dead in sin, but I woke up to see the light. Hallelujah. God is so good. He took our sin, He took our shame, and He buried it. Amen. So thankful for what He has done for us. Now, this morning, Danny's going to do some announcements, so fasten your seatbelts. Here he comes.
Yeah, go Danny! Hi, guys. Good morning. It was my birthday wish to do the announcements, so they gave it to me. Thank you, guys. I'm not old. I'm young. Getting younger every day. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Danny. Yeah, thank you, guys. That's so nice. Well, welcome this morning. It's very nice to see everybody, all these wonderful faces. If it's a new face that I'm seeing, which I see a couple, just, welcome to Faith Church. This is our 10:30 service. We also have an earlier 8:30 service as well. If you are looking for more information, we have a connect section back here so that we have information either in paper form or a digital form so you can scan it with your phone. A QR code, they call it, I guess. A little too technical for me. I'm old. But we also have a coffee bar in the corner here, a bathroom in the far corner, and also down the stairs. Just walk down the stairs, go straight. Little something new. Who was here yesterday for the carnival or whatever it's called? The Panel Day. All right. I was sleeping. I missed it. It was my birthday wish. We're going to have some more events. Main Street Community Block Party is going to be Friday, July 31st from 6 to 8 p.m. So make sure that you guys attend that as well. Next Sunday is Faith Family Sunday the next Faith Family Sunday with baptism is going to be August 9th. So if you guys did not get baptized this last time and that's something that you want to do, see Pastor Jason and he'll sign you up. Hopefully he'll remember. Yeah. Maybe. Also, ladies, there's a Thrive Women's Conference, September 24th through 26th. Put that in your calendar. It's going to be a great time where the ladies are going to get together without the guys. You're not going to talk bad about us because there's nothing bad to talk about, right? We're just going to focus on Jesus and growing. And that's pretty much all that we have. So let's welcome Pastor Jason.
Thank you, Danny, and thank you, church. Good morning, everybody. How we doing today? Okay, awesome. There's so many great people we want to recognize. I want to recognize. Danny, happy birthday, brother. Also, there's someone who is slightly older, I think. Maybe a little bit, maybe a year or two. I think it's Chris's birthday, too. I think there's other birthdays. You're like 45? 45? All right, okay. Well, somewhere around there. You're not old. All right, so it's his birthday as well. Any other birthdays today? Any other today birthdays? That would be pretty remarkable. We have more than 2 today birthdays. Okay, and not. All right, so great. Just those 2. All right, so awesome. So thank y'all for being here this morning. Everybody have a good time. We went to Panel Day yesterday. Everybody amazing time. It is, it was a nice day. It is drove me to drinking, apparently. So, but just lemonade, so it's nothing bad. All right, but I had to put Skittles in it today because I need an extra little boost. All right, you should have seen me at the 8:30. I was like, morning. All right, that's kind of where I was. So, I need to pick me up. I need some sugar this morning. So I'm grateful to be here with you guys. Everybody enjoyed the fireworks last night? How about those? Yeah, those were amazing. I asked if I could be down there, all right? And someone said, well, why do you get to be down there? I said, well, I hand them the check. So I kind of had to be down there. And I was like, so I went down there and the guy's like, you want to press the button? I'm like, yeah, right? Click, right? It was awesome. It was amazing. So I hope everybody enjoyed it. That was a highlight of my life. It was not a great view because it was like this the whole time, but the just shooting was pretty incredible. So anyway, great time. Glad we could do that. Happy 250th to America, but also just happy Palinal Day, right? It was a great weekend. So happy to enjoy and celebrate Palinal together. We've been on that in this series we called Love the Place You're From, and we're going to get into a little more of that in just a minute. But I want to make sure that you are also aware. The first that I thank you. I can't forget that. For all of you who served yesterday, all of you who served leading up to it, all of you who just came and was a part of that. That's what it takes to change a community, okay? That's what it takes. Not blow-ups, not the train, not all this, not fireworks, not all that. You know what changes a community is the people that are in it. And so I'm so grateful to serve alongside each and every single one of you as you seek to bring Jesus to this community and the communities you're from. If you're not from Pownell, go bless the place you're planted, right? Just bring Jesus wherever you go. And it's such an honor and a privilege and such a joy for me to serve with you. It's not about what I do or don't do. It's about what God calls us to do and do it together. And I'm so thrilled how things come out like Pownell Day, because it takes y'all, willing hearts, sacrificial service, people chasing after Jesus. That changes communities and changes lives. So thank you for that so much. I would list everybody, but there's just too many people to list that made it possible, but it's just so grateful for all of you. If you have been coming here to Faithful for a while and you want to get involved more, right? Maybe you wanted to serve in Pownell Day, but you're like, well, I'm just not quite sure how that works. Make sure that you come to BBT. We had session 2 today, so if you were here last week for session 1, we want you back for session 2. And then if you missed it and like, well, I'm not quite sure if I can get into it today, jump in with us with next 2 months. Around September, October, we're going to be into another round of BBT. So if you are a new believer, you're like, hey, I just came to know Jesus. I've been coming to church, but don't really know what's up. I'm going to help clue you in. And then 2, if you want to be a new member, if you want to get involved here, find out where you fit here, see how Jesus has specially equipped you with his gifts and talents and abilities and how that works with the whole, you're going to be able to go through BBT to figure that out as well. So for those of you here last week, stay after today as we do BBT part 2. And for those of you who didn't, make sure you see me in a couple of months as we do it again. As Danny said also, if you have at any point in the past year told me you want to get baptized and I have not followed up with you, see me today before I leave, okay, before you leave rather, so that I can follow up with you, because I probably have forgotten, all right? It's just a bare minimum. I'm just going to make sure you know. So just make sure you can remind me again, and we will get you dunked in the river, okay? So make sure you're doing that. And it's Ice Cream Sunday in 2 Sundays, Ice Cream Sunday. You ready for some free ice cream? You can't turn out free ice cream. Free ice cream's amazing. Even though if you're lactose intolerant, you're like, yeah, but it's free, right? Doesn't matter. You still want some. So it's going to be a great day on Sunday, August 9th. Make sure that you're here for that. We're in our latest series, though, Love the Place You're From, and it's been great. Hopefully you've been enjoying it so far, and before we get to it, Tina's going to come and give me a dirty look, so I'm not going to look. And if you're a part of Faith Kids, you can go ahead and go downstairs. Or you're serving, you can go down there with them. You're welcome. Ooh-wee. Love the place you're from is where we're at. We've been going through this. Week 1, we talked about this. We said that in Christ, we have an inbreaking of a new place that we're called to, not this world that we're in or the places, geographical places we're placed, but a new kingdom that God calls us to, and is greater than any on earth that we have around us, even a place as amazing as Pownell is. And then last week, we said that to access that new place, there's a problem that needs solving, right? We said that outside of Christ, we are born and raised like rats in a cage, as Smashing Pumpkins sang about 30 years ago. And we are now spiritually dead. For those of you outside of Christ, we are blind to him in our lives. The better world that is to come, we can't see it. And Jesus sees us trapped and stuck in this lifeless world that we are unable to break out of. But God, Paul said last week, liberates us from that situation. He sees us in our cages. He sees us in our prison. He sees us in our blindness. And he, in his rich, gracious, merciful love, reaches down, despite our even rejecting him, and liberates us as new Christ followers in him. He resurrects us. He opens our eyes. He sets the cages doors and flies them open. We are set free to really live for the first time. And so we ended last week by looking at what that looks like in day-to-day terms of what does that really mean? How do you do this day in and day out as a Jesus follower? And we're going to kind of follow up on that because we see a problem in this day-to-day living. We see this tension because Jesus' jailbreak in our lives presents us with a problem and an opportunity. And both come together in one word, and that's freedom. Freedom. We're going to examine what that looks like in the context of this new world we're called to live in just a few minutes, but we want to take a break because I want you to get mentally prepared for what God has for you today. And so we're going to take a quick break. Make sure you grab something sugary if you're like me and you can't function today without something. Grab whatever you need to get functioning, and make sure you talk to somebody today. And if you don't have anything to talk about, make sure you ask them this question. You say, what's one rule from your childhood that you're glad you're finally free from? What's one rule you're like, thank you, Jesus, I don't have to listen to my parents about that anymore, okay? All right, so we're going to talk about 3-4 minutes. Let's listen to Zach Brown Band and come back together in just a minute.
So we live out in our old van, travel all across this land, me and you. And we'll end up hand in hand, somewhere down on the sand, just me and you. Just as free, free as we'll ever be. Just as free, free as we'll ever be. We travel till the city lights dissolve into a country sky, just me and you. Lay underneath the harvest moon, do all the things that lovers do, just me and you. Just as free, free as we'll ever be. Just as free, free as we'll ever be, and ever be. No, we don't have a lot of money. 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 All we need is love. We're free as we'll ever be. Just as free. Free as we'll ever be. So we live out in our old van, travel all across this land, me and you.
All right, well, we'll start things off here.
Go ahead, Rich.
My thing was do your homework. And then teacher conferences came and they'd say, well, your son is only 6 assignments behind.
Wow.
So now we'll reverse that. Instead of homework, I work on my home.
There you go. Are you still 6 chores behind?
I'm probably 10. Glad my wife's not here.
She is somewhere? Okay, she's still here?
You know, a lot of people aren't going to understand this as a younger than 30, I would say.
Yeah.
But the parents would say, if you don't finish your homework or your chores, you can't play outside.
Right.
Can you believe it?
I know.
I haven't seen a kid outside in years.
Go ahead, Brian.
I got you beat for a throwback one, Danny. I'm glad to be free of having to stand by the TV to flip through the 3 channels.
Or go outside and turn the
It
antenna.
was
I
the
had one of
first
those.
remote control.
The worst comment ever was from my dad. If you don't stop crying, I'll give you something to cry about. Oh.
That's a great dadism. Makes me feel a little better, so I'm not sure.
My parents were pretty lenient, and they didn't really have too many rules.
Yeah.
But one of the big ones was watch your mouth.
Mhm.
And apparently, when 18 came around, that floodgate went down, and I can't get it back up.
All right. Thank you.
Mine was not getting up from the table unless you ate everything they put on your plate. So I fell asleep at the table quite often.
Anyone else? Those are good. Come on, nobody's got another one, surely. Danny's got 2. Well, you can't have. No, you can't. It's your birthday. You don't get to get 2. None of that special.
Oh man, I used to really dislike this. Okay, so no spending the night on school nights.
Oh yes. Yeah, no
Why?
sleepover. Yeah. Yeah. Why? Come on, you know why.
We didn't have many rules at all, Mama Lisa. But I do remember be thankful for any gift you get,
All right. Yeah.
no matter what it was.
No matter how bad it was. Okay, that's the one I'm getting from that.
So we had a rule that was don't wake dad up because dad works all the time. And the way I worked this was I would say they would wake up, they'd cry, and I would go into the room and I would say, listen, has a monster ever kicked your butt? They'd say, no. I say, his dad? They would say, yeah. I say, who you want to come visit you? Never heard from him again.
British etiquette is that we used to have to eat everything and push it on the back of a fork, so you
Alright.
couldn't eat it like this.
Right.
We have to put you have to push everything on the up the knife. So it was the meals seemed to take forever and ever trying to negotiate peas on the back of a
Yes.
fork, or you put something in front of it. And the other habit is that you used to eat everything you didn't like first and leave everything that was good on the plate till
There you go.
last.
Yes.
No,
Still do it now. Some habits stick, that's for sure. Anyone else? Oh, here you go, Miss Chan.
You had rules?
I had a rule. Yes, just one. My mom and dad would say, if your room is not, this is high school and actually junior high as well. If your room is not clean by Friday, your dad will not be taking you and your friends to the dance.
Couldn't go dancing.
Be home by the time the street light comes on.
There you go. That's a good one. Yes. Thank goodness you hit. Some people didn't. I didn't grow up with streetlights, not all the time, so that didn't apply always, but it's helpful.
Hey, Danny, since I'm right here, you have any more?
It works good now, but back then, when your room wasn't clean, if everything was shoved in your closet and in your drawers, right? They'd open the drawer and it'd just be like, "What is this?"
Yes.
Okay, Danny, you're done for the month.
Get your quota in. We're good. Those are all good ones, though. That's great.
Anybody else? All right.
got
Oh,
one that-
wait, we got one right out here. I'm sorry. I almost forgot you
Put them
out
to
here.
work. Put them to work.
That's okay. For some reason, we couldn't open another box of cereal unless we finished the box of cereal that was already open. And so I just told my dad when I go grocery shopping, I buy whatever cereal, whatever brand I like now, and I eat it whenever I want.
And even leave it unopened and open another one just in case, right? Anybody else?
So,
Oh, go ahead, Tom. Go ahead.
one of the thing was make sure I know where you're at. You can stay at friends' houses all you want, but
Right.
just let me know where you're at.
Right. Yes. And did you follow that? The hesitations. All right. Oh, Michelle's got one. Oh, boy. Can't wait.
We had to there was this little metal key thing that you'd put on the end of a tube of toothpaste, and we had to tightly roll it up. Otherwise, that was, we had to use every single ounce of toothpaste in there. So now I just squeeze it in the middle.
All right. You're buying it. Do whatever you want to, right? Oh, Yellifer. Okay. Are you going to say it in Spanish?
No. In our house, we had to eat whatever my mom cooked, no matter what it was. There were no separate meals or eating cereal or anything. It was, if she made beets, that's what you're eating.
Right.
So
yeah, got it. Ooh.
I'm gonna do one too. I wasn't allowed to dye my hair, so now I go kind of crazy with it.
All right. What? Oh, absolutely.
Buckle yourselves in. Yeah. So growing up, my dad was a big stickler for having a nutritious cereal. We weren't allowed sugary rubbish.
Yes.
I didn't eat chocolate cereal till I was about 30 when I started getting married. So now, unfortunately, I'm kind of stuck between two things where I have chocolate cereal, but I have to have healthy cereal as well. So I just mix the two together. So yeah, no sugar or sweet cereals when I was growing up. So had to break that one.
All right.
All right. Well, that's about all we have time for. Thank you for coming today.
No, wait. Danny's got one more.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, it's cut off. Okay. There's no more. Appreciate those responses. Rich this morning had my answer, and so from the 8:30, and so it's good. He changed his up, so I didn't have to. So I appreciate that. But bedtime. Nobody else said bedtime. We had a few bedtimes this early for the 8:30 service, and that was what I had. I hate it, man. I hate it. I always preferred staying up late. I think in part because my mom would always want to sleep in. Like when I was a real baby, I remember she would tell me, she said, when you wake up, I always try to put you right back to sleep and just sleep in as long as I possibly could, because she didn't like staying up or getting up really early. And so that's part of it. And then I think the other part was I loved going over to my grandparents on the weekends. And on the weekends, they'd always stay up late. Both sides of my family would stay up late. So we'd watch the news at one family's house. And then if I was at my other grandma's house, so we'd stay up all the way to Johnny Carson. That's I remember the tail end of the Johnny Carson era. So I'd stay up to the end of Johnny, right? That was a great time. I loved it. Loved staying up late. And I loathed bedtime. And I hated bedtime, right? We said at the morning experience, like, why do we even have to go to bed, right? Why, especially during the summer when it's still sunny out? This is ridiculous. This is crazy talk. Why are we in bed, right? And so I go, but I wouldn't actually go to sleep, right? I just do anything and everything possible to actually stay awake and not actually go to bed, and stay up way longer than I should each and every week, and it was just so horrible. Now, on the other side, I did that as when I was single too, and then I got married. And when you get married, lifestyles change, right? You just can't do the same things you used to do when you do that, which I did not understand because I was a night owl and my wife was not so much a night owl. And so she was pretty gracious for a while. She'd be like, "What time are we going to bed?" I'm like, "I don't know. It's like 11:30. What's the rush? We got plenty of time, right?" And so she'd stay up with me. And finally, the longer we got married, the earlier she starts tapping out. So now she's in bed like an hour and a half before I'm in bed. I'm like, all right, well, I'll see you tomorrow because that's what's going to work. All right. So, but it doesn't help me. I'm not great at it because I'm trying to do better about getting to sleep earlier because, man, a full 8 hours of sleep makes a lifetime of difference, really. But I'm so horrible about it. I don't do a great job with it at all. And we have these things, whether it's bedtime or whether it's eating foods or whatever it is, whatever your thing is, that rule that you were under that you break now probably, is that we have freedom. We have freedom, which is amazing. I love it. It's an amazing thing, freedom is, but it's also pretty dangerous. You talked about some of these things like, man, Michelle's really rebellious, squeezing the tube, man. That's a straight rebellion right there, right? You live in a strict household and you finally get out, you're like, I can do whatever I want, whenever I want to do it. And most of the time it turns out you probably can't handle that amount of freedom, right? I remember I left home at 18 years old. And I went to the Marine Corps, and I was like, I'm getting paid, right? I got all this money coming in. I can do whatever I want. And the running joke and theme is that you'll find the newest Marine on the base because they have the fanciest, best, most expensive car you can ever find. They always do this. They rush out and they get an expensive car. And because we have this freedom, like I'm getting all this money, I don't have anybody tell me no. Let's do it, right? And so they go out and they do this. And this freedom is intoxicating. Freedom is alluring, right? Freedom is this thing that's like, oh, I want so much more to experience it, but it carries this unseen responsibility that we rarely take into account, right? Because how often have you had these freedom moments and you've exercised that freedom and then you had to live in the consequences of those decisions, right? How many times that sometimes we leave these prisons, we think, right? Man, just being at home is such a prison. And we break free of these places, and then we wind up getting in situations that are just as strict, if not worse, than what we came out of, right? Maybe you get a mortgage that, man, you can't afford this place, right? But you want it, so you go and get it. Maybe you get that car payment, like I just said, that's way too big, but you try to squeeze it in because, man, I deserve this car, right? I got the freedom to do it. I'm going to get it. Maybe you have that child that you maybe weren't quite ready for, and all of a sudden, surprise, here you go. We're ready or not. You're going to have to deal with it. That's your freedom to choose to do that. You got to live with the results. Or maybe you have these relationships, Sometimes they're really stifling, like, man, why did I get involved in this thing? Why did I choose this person? And then sometimes they're like, why aren't they there for me? And there's this weird dichotomy, right? And we have all these things. Maybe it's addictions. Maybe your consequences lead you to, I don't know, literal prisons, maybe eventually. But we have these things where we're living out our freedoms in the way we think is best. It's a great thing in one sense. Freedom is an amazing gift, but it also needs to be used wisely. And so we see this here in our text this morning. We're going to be in Galatians chapter 5. And I want you to turn there if you have a Bible or Bible app as we look at what Paul is writing to the church in Galatia, because they're dealing with a very similar problem just from a different perspective. And so we're going to dive into that today. So if you have it, open it up, Galatians chapter 5. And if you're not using an app, it may be a little tough to find because it's really small. And so I'll give you some time to flip through the pages. While you're doing that, I'll give you some context. Paul is writing this letter here to a group of believers that he had poured his life into about a year or so prior to writing this letter. He had actually been sick, and he stopped along the way, and they had taken care of him. And while he was being cared for, he preached Jesus, because that was his life. Paul wasn't on like, hey, this is my job assignment. Following Jesus was his life. And so every conversation was a Jesus conversation. And so everything led to him. And so he's sitting around sick, right? Not doing great. They cared for him. He was preaching Jesus. And so out of that, there's this church that began to form. But Paul never stayed in one place long, and so he migrated on. He went to another town and started to preach Jesus there. And while he did that, things in Galatia began to get a little rocky. There was this other group of Jewish Christians, people who were Torah-following Jews that had encountered the experience of Christ. They had been told of Jesus. They had